Please note, this is just a review of the final work and not an endorsement of the creator. Any opinion or prior action belonging to the creator involved, unless otherwise stated, are not factors in this review. Thank you and enjoy!
Hey guys, StarCraft here, and well, I'm all done with the classic DNs, and while there's one more out there I wanted to get to eventually, I gotta build up to it a little bit, mostly because there's some stories that take place beforehand. And I'm gonna be getting over the 3 one-shots that came out this Wednesday. Then after that, there's only one more left, and that's Eric Larson's Captain America The End. But today we'll be going over Captain Marvel The End, maybe Deadpool The End, although that might be just my next video. Same with Doctor Strange The End. But I gotta say, the Captain Marvel The End was pretty surprising actually, how and decent it was. It wasn't great, but for Captain Marvel, for Carol, it wasn't that bad. As we open up in 2051 and 51, just above the planet Nidrella, as we see Carol has basically kind of become a merger of her Captain Marvel in binary form, or she just basically is binary, and that's what kept her so long-lived. And she's basically dealing with this giant alien force. It just opens up right away with that. Even trying to give it a chance to to leave, to change its mind, it refuses because it's acting on instinct, so she kills it. Okay, cool. She then makes it to her ship where she's been on. When all of a sudden her Avengers Communicator goes off, and she is shocked about this. She did not think anyone could have survived. As we find out that during one of the times she was off on a mission, she had gotten word that there was some big event going on. But not long afterwards, before she could make it back, it had escalated to the point where it pretty much seemingly wiped everything out. Devastated by all this, Carol then took the space where she had been for a long time, thinking there was nothing left for her. She came back to Earth, find that it's now become a bit of a frozen wasteland, and when she is walking around, she eventually finds out that there were some survivors. Most of them the kids from around that time. You have Jeff Drew, that's Jessica Drew's son, Jerry Drew. You have Molly Hayes from The Runaways. Also, of the few adults, you have Emma Frost, who's stuck in her diamond form. That's become a bit of a tradition. You have Danny Cage, Luke Cage, and Jessica Jones's daughter. Someone named Fuse, no idea who that is. We have Rogue and Gambit's daughter. She goes by Rogue, but her name was Irene, who has her dad's eyes. Given the recent thing that's been revealed that apparently Rogue doesn't want kids anymore, I'm a bit surprised by that. As everyone's so happy to see her, but that's because she's been gone for so long. So they're praising her more out of old friend returning. So it's kind of earned, that she's basically asking what's going on. And it turns out they have a giant prehistoric mutated radioactive thing that's been carved out from the waters. We also find out Hazmat from the Avengers Academy is alive. She absorbs radiation into herself and then lets it out into space, so she can try and help everything, give them at least 24 hours to be able to be out on the top. She then Carol heads on down and meets a few other people, including you get Katie Barton, the daughter of Clint Barton of Hawkeye and Black Widow, and you have Rhodey's daughter, Carol Rhodey. Yeah, named him after even yeah, named him after her despite the mother being someone else. Really? Then it turns out Jessica Drew is still alive, and I do love this. Carol, how dare you come back looking like a million shiny bucks while I look like I'm wearing the skin of my dead grandmother. Not looking bad for her age, and I think that is actually touching and heartwarming. As yeah, he goes up, and well, she and some of the other heroes deal with the giant creature. She taking the brunt of it. As yeah, everyone is talking, talking good, and as everyone else is trying to help deal with it. You even have armor from Astonishing X-Men, and they're basically just sharing some of her power, some power with her as she goes in to deal with the creature. Yeah, and they take it out, lickety split. But that's not the end of it all. As everyone's celebrating and all that, Carol asked the big question of going back up to the surface. They say it's still too cold. They can live, and they could live down there. Can they? Well, and they could probably do it, but it's not. And Carol feels it's not right. Hazmat tries to talk to her, some sense into her to prevent her from doing it, but she decides nope. And she says, it's not a martyr thing or a God complex. It's that I never stopped carrying a deep bone sadness that she missed what happened here. So in other words, because of how she wasn't there for it, because this is her chance to fix it, she reignites the sun, sacrificing herself. As we then have everyone talking for a moment, saying like, when's this going to happen? And well, it does. Yeah, that's the end of it all. As they now have a better chance at a future with the sun reignited, things will eventually catch up and all that, and yeah, that's the end. I gotta say, this is not that bad of the end. It feels more special for Carol. A lot of the adoration feels justified and earned. Carol actually feels human in this, and there's great moments. Granted, there's some bits in the artwork where I can't help but wince. Like, where is it? There's one point in particular, and I hope it'll show up on the camera. Some of the times the artwork makes her look like a dude. Just look at that chest of hers. That looks like a dude. But other times she does look like a woman. I don't know if it's just a perspective thing, or the artist was trying to make her look buff and all that. I don't know, but it's off-putting. Like here, the very first page, more like a woman. But again, if that's my only complaint, really, then that's a nitpick. So yeah, short one, but a lot of these ones are gonna be short since they're all one-shots. So yeah, that's Captain Marvel, the end. And definitely a very good one. The next one's going to be even better, as we see the Merc with a Mouse, Deadpool. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, who knows. Till then, catch you guys later.